first and 10. Now Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Right here we go, son. 51, Mike 51. Blue down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Able to power through. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From just shy of midfield, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in.
Now Bell hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Darnold. Steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Geis trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now it's Haskins. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Haskins now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. And Davis with it left side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Haskins to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On the draw, they go to Geis. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He's going to loft one. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Cole Richardson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. 12 yards there and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Out right here to Herndon. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss, the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On first down, Bell. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 16, Darnold. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Deron Payne, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Darnold now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Escaping the and a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Darnold now to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 30. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first, this from 41. Catanzaro's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And let's pick him. Go full strength.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Mike 56, right there, 56.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ryan Anderson. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They'll run on first down. It's Bell, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
56.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Open man left side, that's the tight end, Herndon. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Darnold from the gun. Flushed out right. Going deep for Montgomery. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just...
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Here's Haskins to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Copeland came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Looking to throw, Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike's 56. Double dog. That's the way. 56 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
Chandler Catanzaro lining up
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Haskins on 1st down, and intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. The 30, 20, 10, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
blitz does come. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Washington Redskins, first down.
Haskins now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football.
And he loses the football a second time. And an alley to run. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Darnold now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Daron Payne in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
50, 56, check 56.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Switch. Let's go. Come on. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch me. Me and you on deck. On deck.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Flush to his right. Jordan Reed has it. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Well, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So, hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.